everyone. This is Argia, and welcome back to Healing in Progress. Thank you guys for joining me this week. I also want to remind you that if you know someone dealing with sadness, depression, or anxiety, reach out to them, check on them, share resources with them, and by all means, share Healing in Progress with them as well. And if you're new to Healing in Progress, I want you to know that we're all about healing, growth, and loving ourselves through that process. Guys, sometimes even the most positive person can have negative thoughts pop into their minds occasionally. We don't know it because we only see what they're carrying on the outside. We don't see what a person is going through on the inside. And I wanted to come on just to let you know that because you're healing doesn't mean that you'll never have another negative thought. However, what it does mean is that you'll know how to respond when they come up. So, before we dive into this topic today, I want to remind you to like and subscribe so that you can continue to heal with me. Now, today I want to talk about how I deal with negative thoughts and how I stay positive, or how I choose positivity. Negative thoughts still show up for me from time to time. Healing did not make them just disappear or go away. But healing did teach me how to handle them differently and how to move quickly past them so that I can stay in a positive state of mind. Today, I want to share how I deal with negative thoughts and choose positivity. The first thing we need to do, guys, we need to normalize the experience because negative thoughts are normal. So that's the first thing. Let's normalize the experience. For a long time, I thought that positive people must have never had a negative thought or a negative experience. So I constantly told myself, hey, if you're just more positive, if you practice positivity, you won't have these negative thoughts anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you, that's not reality. That's not real life. The thoughts, they come and go. But what matters is how long we let them stay. And as my mother used to say, don't wallow in bad thoughts and hurt feelings. Don't let them linger. So learning to let those thoughts and feelings pass will take time, but I'm telling you, it's a game changer for your healing journey. I want to share 4 steps that has helped me deal with negative thoughts and stay on a positive track. Number 1, I notice the thought without judgment. Okay, I notice it without judging it. When a negative thought comes up, I don't fight it anymore. I notice it and I name it. And in previous episodes, I was talking about naming our feelings. Naming our thoughts is just as important. So sometimes I literally tell myself, that's just fear talking, keep it moving, or that's old pain. I name it, and by naming it, that creates distance. So now you'll recognize it and you'll know that you're not still trying to figure out what it is. You'll know what it is. Step 2, I challenge the thought gently. So I don't beat the thought up. I don't fight in my mind with the thought. I challenge it gently. And with help from my therapist, I learned to ask certain questions when a negative thought comes into my mind. One of the main questions I ask myself is, Is this thought true? Or is it something that's just familiar? Now, most of the time, I'll tell you that the negative thought is from a previous painful season or experience in my life. And I'm not there anymore. So it's important for me to challenge those thoughts gently and not let them run wild and cause more harm than healing. That's the goal. We want to cause healing and not harm. Step three. Step three, I ground myself in the present. When you don't ground yourself in the present, you're wandering around in the what ifs, the what could have beens. So it's so important to ground yourself in the here and now. And when my thoughts start to spiral, I bring myself back to the here and now with relaxation breathing, stretching exercises, and I simply remind myself that I am safe. I'm okay. That goes a long way. And finally, number 4, I replace the thought. I don't suppress it. Replace the thought. Don't suppress it. So you don't want to force any feelings or thoughts, but you also don't want to stifle or constrict them either. I don't try to force positive thoughts anymore, but what I do is I choose realistic ones. Instead of walking around with the mask on saying, oh, everything's fine, I'm just fine. No, I'm honest with myself and I tell myself that things are getting better every day. And they are. Things are getting better every day. Or I also tell myself, hey, I'm doing the very best I can today. And some days that's absolutely enough. All of these steps take time and practice. Nothing is going to happen overnight, but don't give up. You'll see changes in your thought patterns before you know it. You have to just keep going, keep showing up for yourself. You know, negative thoughts don't mean that you're failing or that you're broken or that you're crazy. They mean that you're human. And healing is learning to walk ourselves back to peace time and time again. So it's something that you're going to repeat on this journey. Also, I can't express enough how important positivity and peace are for your healing journey. Okay. You may find it necessary to limit certain activities or time with certain people, especially if it threatens your positivity or your peace. You may find it necessary to delete those activities and delete those people out of your lives altogether. It's your choice. Choose what's best for you in your time of healing. Positivity leads to a more peaceful life and a more peaceful journey. So protect it. It is your right to have it. It is your right to protect it. Guys, if this message spoke to you or resonated with you in any way, and I hope it did, let me know in the comments. Tell me how you handle negative thoughts and ways that you remain positive through them. Your comments could help someone along the way. I really hope that this helps us to normalize negative thoughts while showing gentle, realistic ways to shift your mindset without that toxic positivity. And we're going to talk about toxic positivity later in another episode because that can be really dangerous, not just for you, but for other people who may experience it in the, in the world. So we're going to talk about toxic positivity coming up real soon. I hope that this episode reinforces that healing doesn't mean that you'll never have another negative thought, but healing means that you'll know how to recognize it, how to approach it, and how to conquer it. Okay. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that these steps helps someone else as much as they've helped me. I hope that this channel helps someone else as much as what I've learned has helped me. So thank you again for tuning in. Remember, if you know someone dealing with sadness, depression, or anxiety, check on them. Share resources with them, including Healing in Progress. And guys, don't forget, like and subscribe so that we can continue healing together. Show up for yourselves, guys. Do the work. And remember, we're healing in progress, and that's more than enough. Thank you, guys. Be blessed.